Peace, trap, love and light. Quick question. I want to put myself in position to tell them people I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
Come on, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
But have it, but not have it for them. So my question is, with you having your money tied up in investments and using the VOO as your savings account, what money do you use for your lifestyle or to pay your bills or just pocket change? How does that work? Peace.
Oh man, that's a good question. First of all, thank you for that. So I usually keep probably about, I don't know, 20, 30% in cash. So that, again, life is life, man. You need bread. So I'm blessed to be in a situation where I can um, have a lot of my bills, majority of my bills on auto pay. So I'm blessed to have that. But I don't keep a lot of cash on me. I don't keep cash on me at all. But I think I have like I said, I got a bank account that probably got about 12 grand in it at best. I think I got a payment one time of 13 grand. Of like 2 grand and it made my thing go to like 15 grand. I was pissed off. Because just like everybody else, man, like, when you have money, you heard what Juvis said, man, when you broke, you drove, huh? When you paid, you got buku places to go. You feel me? And so I don't want to have buku places to go. And so for me, if I got majority of my money in the market, or if I got majority of my money tied up in some type of investment, shout out to my sister Terrico. We just got I think it's a 108 unit apartment complex. I just partnered with her on, so we just got that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. So that's where my money go at, bro. Like I'm not a firm believer in that. But you don't got to be like me. There's pros and cons to it. You know what I'm saying? Like something go wrong in the market down for 2-3 years, guess what? So is my net worth. You know what I'm saying? So it's about trying to protect myself from other ways. Like literally like 75% of who I am is locked up in the stock market. Again, y'all see this account right here, but there's 3 more accounts that y'all don't see. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where my bread at. So even when my sister came to me and was like, yo, I got 100, I think it's 108 or 188 units. I was like, yo, I want a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want a piece of it. But I just don't, I just feel like there's no need for that. There's no need to have a whole bunch of money. I don't have and unlike a lot of people, I don't have an extreme lifestyle. I don't have an extreme lifestyle. My biggest thing is my biggest expense when I saw it on my tax returns was I spent $600,000 in travel. And then it's hotels because I'm a hotel snob. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I come from poor. So listen here. Everywhere I go at, I want a penthouse. I want the one way at the top. I want the room that looked like a 2-bedroom apartment. And it just be me in there. But that's my biggest thing. That's it. Man, my P&L look amazing. Let's go, man. Next question, man.
Yo, Trap. What's up, King? Some black guy here. First of all, I would like to thank you for everything that you do to help educate us and push us towards financial freedom and wealth. I recently jumped into my first play. So my question is, once my play hits 100%, do I go ahead and take profit and reinvest it? Or do I ride it out for a little bit as it gets closer to the expiration date, take my profit then and then reinvest? My goal is to get 5 contracts in one company before I pull another company into the mix and try to get another 5 contracts on that and so on and so forth. Your advice is appreciated. And like I said, I can't thank you enough for all that you do, bro. All right, salute.
So if you got one, man, don't be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got one, you got 100%, man. That's what you came there for. They gave you what you came for. You flipped your money. What we being greedy for? You know what I'm saying? Go on. I mean, for me, I would get my 100%. If I just thought it, I got that one, that's what I came for. But it also depends on how much time you got left. But man, I'll take my one, and then, we don't got to be stuck on one stock. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take my 100%, man. I'll watch it really, really close. If you're a little over 100%, I say, all right, if it do this, I'm going to take. But there's nothing wrong with taking profit, y'all. That's money that you didn't have to go crazy for. That's money that the market gave you, man. Take your one, boom, go back to the drawing board. Greed, make it a habit not to be greedy. Like, make it a habit not to be, I just want to get a little bit more. No. Make it a habit not saying that. You know what I'm saying? Get your 100%, cash out. Yo, now you got, when we gonna go back? All right, let's go shopping again. You know what I'm saying? Our goal is to get that 100%. You got your 100%, man, go about your business. Don't even think twice about that. Don't get into that, because if you start squeezing, you're gonna start making that a habit of squeezing. Trying to squeeze, man. Take your 100%, and then when you get two, it's gonna look even better. You get 2 contracts, guess what? You take your 100, guess what you got? You got your money back. Now you can let it run a little. You don't care. You got your principal back. Let the house be the house. You know what I'm saying? Get your 100. You got your 100. Go about your business, King.
Good evening, Trap. What's good? So, I was just talking to ChatGPT about the status of my account, and I do have a question for you. Chat, what would you say my account is like again?
Your account is hanging on by a thread, barely holding on in the financial ICU, clinging to life support. It's a tough spot, but it's not over yet.
I know. How did I get here? How did I get from, I did good at first. I joined the Patreon, I think in May, and then I started taking place in June, and I was rolling. I doubled my account. I was on fire. You could not tell me that I was not about to kill this. Okay, but now I'm killing it the opposite way. It's not going good. So my question is, when are you doing the in-person options masterclass? When? So when in person? Come on, drop that link.
And she from New Orleans too, so she just so much energy, you heard me? Shout out to the love. Shout out to my love, man. She's so good, man. She's such a good person. First of all, stop asking ChatGPT them questions. Right? It's changing the chemical imbalance of what you got going on. I don't know. We were supposed to do it the other month, but we have been occupied with this journey I've been on, and we had a couple other things in play. So we may can get it in by the end of the year, but I'm thinking maybe next year for sure. Probably next year. And I get it. I get it, y'all. And she was in she came to
The portfolio joint.
the portfolio joint. I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing like an in-person event with Trap, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we have a blast. We make money, we get something. So drop that link. Pray on it, big dog. And she in the chat going crazy.
Hey, Trap, this is Stan from Delaware. My question tonight is, when purchasing a stock, should you always wait until the stock dips 10 or 20% from its high? Or do you get in on a dip and then load up the boat when there's a sizable downturn? Thanks so much. And we trapping, baby.
Stan, we're going to make sure you start reading off that paper. Yeah. OG on that paper like. Shout out to Delaware, man. My little cousin out there, for sure. That's a great question, OG. So I think you can play it a couple ways. One, for sure, we want you to have the value of it, for sure. Because it's easier to buy a stock once we understand what it's worth. Sometimes we can, buy a dip, but I would never say load the boat on a specific dip. I think we load the boat when it hits the pricing points that we put in place based on the value, if that makes sense. Like, I think, like, once we understand the value, we can put pricing points that specifically tell us, like, since you're in this chat, hey, you know how I do it in the Patreon. So in the Patreon, one of the things I do is I said, here's the value of what the stock is worth. Here's a trap starting position point, and then here's a trap load the boat point. Those points come because we have found out what the value of the company is. Now, if you haven't did all that, then for me, it's 5%. That's a sizable putback for you. That's a sizable pullback. Anywhere between 1% and 5%, you'll get those. I think the data on that is you get those 18 times a year. Anywhere between 1% to 3%. You get that, I think 4, 8, 12. No, I think it's I forgot what show we did that on. I think it's maybe like 13 times a year we get that. Anywhere between 1% and 5%. But then between 6 to 10%, you may get that, I think, 2 times a year. And I think 10% or more, you get that like 0.8 times a year. And so the goal is understanding, one, what's the value is, and then if every dip is not a load the boat price. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll dip today, then run up, or it'll dip today, you done loaded the boat, and then it dips for, what happens when you get in that September? What happened? Like we had an April, you know what I'm saying? Where it just dipped for April. So I think it's being conscious. Remember a while back, I told y'all about position sizes, right? I said, have your top 5 positions and then say, these are my top 5 positions. I want to own this many shares. I want to own 10 shares of my top 5 positions. Well, you keep loading until you get 10 shares, you know what I'm saying, in each one of them. And then you say, okay, now I got 10 shares. Before I add a 6th one, my goal is to now have 15 shares of each one of them. Then once you get to 15, you say, okay, now let me add a 6th position. And let me do that. That's an easier way for you to navigate your portfolio instead of you trying to buy all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to buy all over the place. So I think that would be a better way for you to play the game, OG. I definitely want salute that call, man.